All right, settle down. I need everyone to catch a bubble and show me the kindergarten way of sitting. All right, thank you. All right, so today in science, we're going to talk about the life cycle of animals. But before we do that, can anyone tell me what we talked about yesterday in science? Johnny?
Yes, we talk about things that are living and things that are not living.
Good. We talked about things that are living and we talked about things that are not living. And can anyone tell me an example of something that's living and an example of something that's not living? Tina?
My dog is living.
Okay, your dog's living. And what about not living?
The sun.
The sun's not living. Good. Can anyone give me an example of something that's living and not living that's not the same as something Tina said?
Pandas are living.
Okay, pandas are living. And what about not living?
A rock.
A rock is not living. Good. Okay. So, can anyone think really, really hard and look at all the animals you know? And do you think they look the same as when they're babies as they do when they're adults, John?
No.
No? Why do you think that they look different?
Because animals and their babies are smaller.
They're smaller? Okay, do you have an example of that?
Well, we got my puppy. He was really little.
He's really little, and now is he really, really big?
He's really big.
He's really big, that's right. So when things are babies, they look really small, and when they're adults, they get really, really big. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys some different animals, and I need you to tell me what type of animal they are. And then I'm going to ask, so you have to pay really close attention, whether the animal is baby or if the animal is an adult. Got it?
Yes.
All right. So our first animal is this. Does anyone know what type of animal this is?
It's a panda.
It's a panda? Good. All right. So I'm going to have someone raise their hand and tell me which one is the baby, and I need you to tell me why it's the baby, all right? John again.
The one on the left is the baby because it's smaller.
The one on the right's the baby because it's smaller?
Yes.
All right. That's good. That's a good observation. All right. So someone that's not John, I want you to tell me what type of animal this is. Let's try Sophie. Sophie, do you know what type of animal this is?
That's a turtle.
It's a turtle? All right. And can you tell me which animal is the adult? Is it the animal on the left or is it the animal on the right?
The one on the right.
The one on the right's the adult? How do we know it's the adult?
Because it's a lot bigger.
It's a lot bigger than the baby, that's right. All right, and then this animal is one of my very favorites. Can someone tell me what type of animal this is?
That's an elephant.
It's an elephant? Good. And I want to know if this elephant here, is this a baby elephant or is it the adult elephant?
That's the baby elephant.
It's the baby elephant. And how do you know it's not the adult?
Because the adult's a lot bigger than the baby.
That's right. The adult is a lot bigger than the baby. All right. So do you guys remember how Miss Amanda told you that she had a pet snake?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So I wanted to show you something really special about snakes and how they grow. Because when snakes are babies, they look almost like they look like when they're adults, but they're really small. But something special about snakes is you can see what their skin looks like when they get bigger. So you can go back, it's like a picture book. You can go back and see what your snake looked like when he was a little baby. So I have something to show you. Does anyone know what this is? You probably don't. This, it's the skin that comes off the snake. So when a snake gets really big, the skin, he sheds his skin. It's like taking off your clothes at the end of the day. He sheds his skin, and that's how he gets bigger. All right. So now we're going to move on to math. So I need everyone to stand up and go back to their desks, okay?